Oh, wow. Okay, so Logan. Okay, before I begin, this is going to be a 100% honest review of the movie Logan, and unedited. I'm not going to do any editing on my voice or nothing. I want you guys to get my full opinion on the movie. I'm not going to edit anything in, so you can get my reaction, like how I talk and everything like that. So, this movie. Well, I'm just gonna start. I have some notes on my phone, so I'm just gonna go through those. Uh, Produced by Marvel, not produced. Whatever the word is. Supported. I don't know. The movie was directed by James Mangold, who is an amazing director. He did the past Wolverine movie, which wasn't super good, but he's done movies. Can't think of any right now, but they've won awards. My brother was telling me about them. So yeah, right now it is 11:46, and I'm leaving for Seattle tomorrow morning. But I want to get this in and done on YouTube so everyone can see it before I leave. I won't be back for another 3 days. Hugh Jackman plays Wolverine, of course. He is the most perfect actor any of us could ever ask for. Patrick Stewart. If you guys have not seen the trailer, then I guess this is. Oh, my bad, and I keep forgetting. No spoilers at all. This is going to be no spoilers free. No spoilers, so you can watch to the end. Okay. Patrick Stewart plays Professor X. He plays this super old Professor X. I'm pretty sure he's in his 80s or something like that. Patrick Stewart is. He's old. He's about done, I'm sure. Delphine Keane plays the little girl, the newborn mutant, and and Boyd Holbrook is the main villain. He's the guy with the skull tattoo on his neck. It's really weird. And so this movie was an action, and I'm gonna say drama because it really is. If you haven't seen the trailer and if you haven't read anything about it, it really is an action drama. I'm just gonna start by saying this movie was absolutely amazing. I haven't seen a movie this good for a while. Interstellar was the last movie that I saw that was on this level. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Holy crap! I just can't say anything else about it. So the plot. This is set in 2029, so this is a couple years, about 13 years after. So Days of Future Past. What happens is Wolverine goes back in time to change the whole X-Men. He changes all of time. It just completely resets it. So that's why, because if you've seen the original first 3 X-Men movies, Charles Xavier dies. He gets ripped into a million pieces by Jean. So, I mean, if you're wondering about that, how is he still alive in Days of Future Past? All that. It's because Wolverine goes back in time and he resets the entire timeline when nothing in the first movies even happened. None of that, none of it. It all is completely reset. So, and that's what confused me about Apocalypse, is I didn't fully understand that at first. But that's what happened. So Charles Xavier is still alive, and this is set in 2029, pretty sure. And Charles is super old, and Wolverine is in hiding, and one of the only mutants still alive, and he he's hiding Charles, and he's trying to stay away from the public, of course, but his past is being brought up again, and everyone's starting to talk about him. There's sightings of him, and he's a really old guy, and it's all over the news. He's being seen, and then he runs into a lady who is in possession of this girl, and the girl turns out to be a mutant, and Wolverine has to, yeah, survive. I'm not gonna spoil anything else, but um, she's mutant, one of the only mutants left, of course, and so yeah, I mean, you can think of your predictions on that, but yeah, that's the main plot, and yeah, so it's really just him surviving. He's super old. This is 2029. Um, yeah, Charles is still alive. Good stuff. Man, I just can't stop thinking about this movie. It's so good. The acting, Hugh Jackman, of course, is an amazing actor. He does a great job, of course, like he does in every single Wolverine movie, every single X-Men movie. Um, Patrick Stewart, of course, super old. He does a great job playing the same role he's been playing for, or that he did play for the first three movies, the X-Men movies. He's super old, though. And Delphine Keane plays the girl. She's, I think, maybe like, I'm guessing 14, maybe 14, something like that. She does a great job for the role she's playing, and like awesome job. Like she did an amazing job. She fit it perfectly. Yeah, like it was good. I'm looking at my phone, by the way. Boyd Holbrook, I've not heard of him, but he did a good job, good acting. I really like the way they portrayed him. And yeah, uh, and while I'm talking about actors and stuff, I'm gonna bring up the fact that this movie was um, terribly, terribly violent. Like, this is the most violent X-Men movie there's been. Um, Deadpool was, if anyone's seen Deadpool, Deadpool was pretty darn violent. This is, honestly, I'm gonna say more violent than Deadpool. Definitely. Like, you see everything. You see, if you've seen the trailer, Wolverine puts his knives is claws, whatever you want to call them, put through someone's up their chin and out, and you see everything. It's insane how gory and how violent this movie is. So if you're not prone into that stuff, or if you're pro violence, great. This is amazing. I loved it. If you can't handle that stuff, I don't think you should be watching it. It's so violent. It's like every single time you see something go in, I'm just like, I cringe. It's shocking that they did that. But I mean, Wolverine really is that is his character. Like, I mean, he is a violent. He doesn't like guns. He likes knives. He kills people with knives. That's just who he is in the comic books. He was always the most violent. He has anger issues, of course. He's gonna put that out on his enemies. He's just, yeah. It portrays him perfect. Like it is perfect. How they portrayed it. I'm completely blown away by this movie. I'm having a hard time. I'm gonna talk about the pace of the movie. The movie starts out really well. I love the way this started out. It starts out fast, gets you right into it, shows you what the world is like. It shows you the setting and the time and how the world looks at the moment, and like how far in technology we've advanced. And then later in the movie, it shows even more. They really filled in a lot of the stuff that people might have had questions at the end, so it left people without questions. Um, they did an amazing job from scene to scene. I mean, of course, you don't want to show like if a character is driving from this point to this point. You don't want to show all the time in between. But I mean, of course, you don't want to show that. But they did a good job going back and forth between different things and showing what's going on here and then what's going on here, so you don't feel like one thing's being dragged on and then just a little bit over here. It's back and forth, and it's showing. It's good. They did a great job with that. Talk about more about the pace. It starts out quick, like I said, and it ends with a bang, which is good. And that's not a spoiler. That's just my opinion. It ends with a bang, I guess. If however you want to take that, that's not a spoiler. The editing, is good. They did. There was a lot of CGI, I think, which I'm not going to spoil anything, but they did a good job with that from what I saw. I mean, you don't see a whole lot of it. There's not a whole lot of it, but from what there was, it was really good. Um, the way their camera shots, in the trailer, you see Wolverine running through a forest. In that scene in the movie, the camera following is really good. The angle was nice. I like the way they showed him and how it panned when he was like running, when he's running back and forth, like he's like weaving through trees. The way the camera followed, it was awesome. It really felt like it made it look super realistic, and that's really what you want because you want the people, you want your viewers to feel like they're a part of the movie, and that's something it really grabbed me, the way like the camera angles, and I mean camera angles, that's super basic, but like the way they like held shots on specific things and like foreshadowing and that kind of stuff. It's really good. They did an amazing job with that. The music, oh my lord, music has such a huge effect on movies and different scenes and what's going on. They did an amazing job. Like, man, like some of the dramatic parts, they had just music that felt like you were just inside, and then during the action, oh man, like it's not like your basic dubstep playing over something. Like it's good. Like they like acoustic guitar over when like someone dies or something like that. Not a spoiler, I'm just saying example. It was really good. The music really makes you feel connected and make you feel like you're inside the character and with the character and right alongside him and feeling what he feels. It's awesome. They did a great job with the music choice. It was fantastic. Special effects, like I was saying, CGI. A lot of the CGI is done on the body. Of course, Wolverine's going to be cut up, other people are going to be cut up, of course, knives going through everywhere. The CGI on that is really good. It really looks realistic. It really looks real. Like that's really what people are going for, is because they want, of course, they want their fans to feel connected. The more they feel connected to the movie, the better people are going to feel about it, the more they're going to tell their friends. So back to CGI. It was awesome. It was absolutely perfect. Couldn't have asked for better. It was awesome. Special effects, and then like explosions and stuff, of course, awesome. All looks super realistic. It's all super enjoyable to watch. It's a hardcore action movie like Die Hard or something. But yeah, so this movie is an action drama movie. I don't know if other people will say it's a drama movie. I'm gonna say it's a drama movie. So if you know my opinion, if you like my opinion, it's a drama movie. Yeah. I mean, even the trailer kind of portrays it, because when you watch the trailer, it shows, if you haven't seen the trailer, go watch it. I'm sure you've seen it. It's all over YouTube. Freaking the girl comes into his life. She turns out to be a mutant, and then it shows like Wolverine sitting at the table and eating dinner. It's one of the trailers that shows that, and then Professor X, he says, this could be a family or something like that. He says something like that. But yeah, I mean, you watch the movie, at the end you'll realize, okay, yeah, I mean, the trailers really portray that he is really trying to find himself amongst who he has left and who he knows left, because he doesn't have very many people in his life, of course, who wants to be next to a man killing machine. That's what I'm going to say. But yeah, so amazing. So for my rating, this is my very first movie review. I was gonna say this at the beginning too, but my hair is so annoying. My very first movie review is this, Logan, and I really wish this wasn't the first one, because this movie was so good. I wish I would have had more of experience to talk about it, but this movie blew me away. And I watch movies like almost like at least once a month. There's so many new movies coming out this year too. I go see movies in the theaters all the time, and I love doing it because I compare them to each other and everything. And this movie was absolutely amazing. Fantastic. It was near perfect. Like, it was absolutely amazing. I'm gonna say that, in my opinion, this is probably the best Marvel movie outside of maybe this like standalone first Iron Man movie. That movie was awesome. Captain America, the first standalone Captain America, was really good too. Doctor Strange was huge. That movie is so good. If this would have been the opening standalone movie for Wolverine, holy crap, this movie would have blown all the other Marvel movies out of the water. It would have destroyed everything. It would have been crazy. Yeah, so in my opinion, I think this is probably the best Marvel movie. This is probably the best one they've done. They've been doing this for a while. They made both the Avengers, all three Iron Mans, all three Captain Americas, both Thors, Hulk. They've been doing this for a while, a long time. They've been writing comic books and everything, so they have a lot of experience with this kind of stuff. Of course they do. They're a movie company. Yeah, so they overdid it this time. It was absolutely amazing. And I'm also going to say that this is probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. Movies in general I've ever seen. Interstellar was one of the best movies I've ever seen. If you've seen Interstellar, I'm pulling a blank. I can't think of anything else. But yeah, this is probably one of the best movies. And I'm going to, I want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I mean, I don't want to start off my very first movie review with 10 out of 10, but I really feel like this movie deserves it. So I'm going to straight up give it 10 out of 10. Yeah, I don't know what about it. But yeah, so 10 out of 10, Logan, Marvel, third movie in his standalone. He had Wolverine, the first one, which was Wolverine Origins, or X-Men Origins. It was all about him and his brother, which... movie's trash. And then the next one, The Wolverine, about him when he goes to Japan or China or whatever, and that movie's bad too. I didn't like that one either. This movie overdid it. Marvel overdid themselves. It was amazing. I recommend it to everyone as long as you can withstand seeing the gruesome gore, cutting, and everything like that. It was absolutely amazing. Yeah, I recommend it to everyone who likes Marvel and who just likes movies in general. I mean, this movie, I feel like this movie could win an Oscar award or something like that because it really is so good. Like, if you are really into superheroes and Marvel, then it's going to be even better. But if you follow Wolverine and you get into the movie when you're watching it, don't, like, if you sit back and relax and watch the movie and, like, get into the characters and feel like you're feeling, it's so much better. Like, it is so good. Like, absolutely amazing. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm leaving for Seattle tomorrow. It is now 12:03 in the morning, and I'm getting up probably around 8 hours of sleep if I go to bed right now, which I probably won't after I pack. But, yeah, I'm hopefully get this up by tomorrow morning. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing much more movies. More movie reviews. I keep, every single video I say I'm going to start doing more of something, but I never do. Yeah, I'm going to go see more movies and review them, and like with a bunch of people, hopefully too. So I think the next movie, yeah, Kong Skull Island, the new King Kong movie. Skull Island with Samuel Jackson and whatever the big fat white guy's name is. I don't know his name. I completely forget. He's a super deep voice or whatever. That's next week. I'm probably going to do that if I have time. I'm definitely going to go see it. It's just whether or not I can make a review, which this isn't too hard. So that is my review of Logan. I recommend everyone go sees it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Go see it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment if you want me to do any movie. I could do even the older movies and just give my opinion on the movie. But leave a comment on what movie you want to see, and leave a comment on what I did wrong. I don't think I did anything wrong. This is my opinion, so I can do whatever the hell I want. But yeah, so say anything you like, whatever you want to see. And I will see you guys in the next video. In the next video. In the next video.